congratulations, well battered. That's a pretty emphatic win, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think obviously it was tough early doors, as you could see, with me and Belly, but we managed to stick it out and put a bit of a partnership on, which then allowed people like Dane and Boulders and Hurst at the end there to put some cameos on and get us up to what we knew was above par. But obviously they're a good team, so we knew we were up against it. But I think to add to that as well, the way that we bowled, Bales up top, Blathers throughout the game was fantastic, and all the bowlers, Moles in particular, he did spell in the middle there. It was fantastic, great team performance.
Did it feel like a little bit for you to get going in your innings a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the scorecard, but it took me a while.
Yeah.
But no, I think having spoken to Keats in the past, and we chatted about it. It can sometimes feel like a bit of a club pitch at times with a bounce and the nip and stuff. So with a sort of small boundary, we knew we could always catch up. So it was almost trying to keep everything for that back end, which thankfully we did. So we managed to get up to a real good score.
Try and not get frustrated in that little bit when you're trying to get going.
Yeah, to be fair, Belly was wicked because he was still scoring, which obviously helps me, and I was really struggling. I was getting frustrated, and to be fair, he's got a great head on his shoulders. He was keeping me calm. He's just saying, keep at it, me and you, build this partnership. He was really good in that frame. So the way he played showed that as well. But yeah, you're right. It was difficult for a period of time, and then obviously as the field sort of spread, it got a little bit easier for us to take over.
When you got going, Josh, you soon went through the gears, didn't you? How much did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's the first one I've had in list day cricket, and I've had a lot of starts, so it was nice to kick on when the team needed it. It was always good, and for it to end in a win is even better for me. So, but no, it was enjoyable to see the stuff that I've worked on in practice sort of paying off, which was probably the most pleasurable bit. But yeah, great win.
You obviously got the kind of the headline with the century, but great that there's other contributions. You mentioned George Bell, that's his best score for Lancashire, and then obviously a couple of half centuries down the line as well. So everyone's kind of chipped in a little bit there, haven't they?
No, like I said, it was a great team performance. Everyone chipped in with the bat. Like I said, the cameos and the way that Blathers bowled as well was fantastic. Yeah, it was a lot of positives to take forward.
Just on George, while you were struggling at one end and he was playing beautifully at the other, how much have you been impressed by him since he's come into Lancashire's team? Obviously got his chance at the back end of last season.
He's a great talent, he's got, like I said, he's got a great head on his shoulders. He works hard, he knows where his game's at, and for him to get sort of some reward today is obviously really exciting moving forward for the rest of the summer, because we've still got a lot of cricket left. But yeah, just on him as a person, he's a fiery character. He's got that grit, determination to go on and do well, and when it does get tough, he wants to stand up and be there and score the runs. I think he's got an extremely bright future at the club.
It's the first proper game this as well after 2 washouts, so must have been eager to get going and actually play some cricket.
Yeah, just speaking to Moles there in the dressing room, obviously not played for a while in white ball cricket, in one day cricket in particular, and for us to sort of string 50 overs and together as a batting unit, and also the way that we bowled, again, it's really exciting moving forward. I thought it was just a great all-round performance.
You've got a couple of younger lads in the team, you've got some lads that don't play back too much recently. Is there a little sense of, it was last year I think, wasn't it, a little bit of sense of freshness around the place? Yeah,
it's a great comfort for people to get their opportunities to come into first team cricket, and the way they've stood up and performed, it's been excellent, and the chaps have had around training. The talent that we've got is really exciting. So I think we've got a bright future as a club as well, and as they start to play more, understand where the game's at and stuff, that's only going to get better for us. So really exciting sort of group of lads to be a part of.
It's a pretty short competition again, isn't it? So you get yourself on a roll, and you can be at the back end of it, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose like any comp, especially white ball cricket, once you get a bit of momentum, it's always nice to have. And I think that the scoreboard today will probably send out a bit of a message as well in the way that we go about our cricket. Which is exciting. It's the way we want to play, and that sort of performance is what we want to do regularly. Really good to be a part of again.
And the lights on Friday at Old Trafford, Leicester have started pretty well, haven't they? They look quite strong actually in the competition.
Yeah, they're a good side. You never underestimate anyone in any comp. They're a good side. Again, we're going to have to bring our A game to walk away with 2 points. But again, nice to be back at the home ground as well. And especially for the young lads that probably haven't played there that much, it should be quite a good feeling for them as well. Really exciting.